Dun, 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 dun.
It's interesting to me to notice how Starset doesn't necessarily operate by the traditional mechanics of announcements, although they might not need to. They might be big enough. I mean, again, like, I come from the background of, none of my friends are like, who's Starset? Which is like, really, are you kidding me? It's like, you need to venture out more, like I have. But anyway, because I love this group so much. I love Starset. Love covering the new stuff, and we have a new track today. But it's really interesting to consider, because I normally cover movies and other video games and stuff like that. So there's a big enough trailer that comes out for one of those. It might be announced on social media or the day before, or might get a special teaser announcement. It's usually announced a day prior. With Starset, we've had 2 tracks now for their new album Horizons. I cannot wait for it. Both of which have come out the day of the advertisement, at least as far as I'm concerned, on YouTube. So when they were going to upload the video and make it public. So if The Breach, the first track I listened to, which was absolutely amazing, love that song, you had, that video came out around 9 p.m. And that was announced the day that it came out. Same thing with this one. I just saw it a couple hours ago. I'm like, what? We're releasing new music today? But apparently, it was like, okay, I'm sending a video, okay, 9 p.m. tonight as per usual. No, 9 a.m. So this comes out even earlier. And I actually have a drive today, so I have new music to listen to in the car. I'm so excited. But we knew, or now again, like I said, we have a new song for Horizons, which sounds like a really epic Starset album by now. It comes out October 22nd. I cannot wait. I haven't pre-ordered yet, but I bought the track so far, The Breach and Infected. Now that we know Infected was a part of the album, very interesting, because they marked it off as a spinoff, but apparently it will be part of Horizons. I think it's like track 15. There's 16 tracks to this. And Divisions, had 13. I don't remember what Transmissions had. I think it might have had 15. Vessels had 15. And Vessels is I love Starset, all the way. But Vessels is my favorite album, being a hard rock metal person. And that one just has so many tracks in that particular vein. 16 tracks is enticing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at Leaving This World Behind. Very apropos to where we are today, isn't it? We're going to go ahead and watch this first, or at least we're going to watch and listen to it. We're going to talk about it more in my condensed reviews and plus watching the video together. I love covering Starset on this channel. I know you guys love it too, because I think people ask me, like, I didn't cover Divisions fully, so, in that case I didn't publish all the videos that I had for it, because then I lost it. I've mentioned that before, but I normally cover films and television stuff, maybe even video games on this channel, notably stuff for the visual entertainment side, so I don't cover as much music on here. I want to cover more music, maybe on a separate channel that's in the works. Keep your eyes peeled for that. But with Starset, I'm like, they're they float between the visual and music space with some of their videos, so it's kind of like, well, they have a special place here. And plus, I started covering them a couple years ago, and I'm like, I don't regret it. All right, without further ado, Leaving This World Behind. Here we go. Let's listen. Can't wait for more Starset music. Oh, they have to throw a disclaimer up, right? Hopefully this doesn't injure you. He plugged in. He in the New West. The Breach is trying to reach out with a message. Or I guess the Resistance. Nice. That's pretty. I love the color mixture. I use a lot of purple on this channel, so I'm like... Oh, he's got the lyrics in the corner. Okay. They've got the special iconography that was in Divisions. Ever clear, ever glow. The language is similar too. Oh, his vocals are great. His range just climbs. I love, it's kind of almost like Divisions and Divisions and Vessels are meeting together. Specifically like Everglow and Echo. I get just the vibe of those 2 tracks specifically. Still going that sci-fi lyric writing. We gotta keep the narrative going. I love the variation too, where it's like Because the last one they did like 2 verses or 4 verses. This one they cut in a small section, I guess. See? It's interesting. You still have the metal roots, but there's a softness to it. But it does feel like we're kind of going back a bit, which is good. You know, Divisions had a bit of, not Divisions, The Breach had a bit of a deviation too, like this. I was in The Breach too, that sounded great. That's the photosensitivity warning, I'm guessing. Wow. Ooh! It ended off too, like off measure. Beautiful visuals. I mean, they had the similar, like, design patterns with the logos coming in, but this new design is... it matches the color scheme. You can hear the strings in the background. Love that. Oh, is it? It's like, it sounds like we're interluding. Remember with Divisions how we had those little spots at the end of a track? Like Where This Guy's In, I think was well, it wasn't the only one. There were several actually, but it kind of had that where the tune would drop off and be kind of this weird arrangement. Love how they do variations. This is beautiful to me. Again, it's like, you know, when I've said this previously as well. With Divisions, Vessels is my favorite album on. There's not a Starset song that I haven't liked. They're all enjoyable. I'm not saying that you know. It's just for me. I come from a more rock metal background, and so Visions in that regard had so many songs that flowed for a genre that I usually listen to on a daily basis. So when Divisions came in, had some great tracks on there, like absolutely fantastic. I love Where the Skies End. Echo is really one of my favorites, but it did go kind of for a more pop blend. Like Starset didn't lose the rock roots. It just kind of felt like there was a new take, which new things can be. Always try to experiment. Try new things, and that's what Starset did. And again, though, I love the fact they're kind of going back to those roots, but it's really experimental here. Like we've had 2 tracks now that have gone after the second chorus to these like deviation verses where it's like the music just goes all out. It's crazy to me. Really intense, and the fact that it ends, like I said, it didn't sound like, because there's like an element of consistency, go from measure to measure to measure, and it sounds like it's just equal. And I think the second part of that, whenever the guitar goes like, and you got all the variation, it goes for about 3 measures, and then it ends. It gets cut off. It goes back right in the main song. It's really interesting, but again, I'm somebody, again, it's like, do something fresh, mix up patterns. This is beautiful. I love Leaving This World Behind. I mean, this and The Breach and Infected are small taste. 16-track album. This is going to be great. Oh, I can't wait. And again, even with just the visuals that they picked, there is a consistency back to Divisions, but it feels like it's something new, like with the color match. I love the purple, by the way. Beautiful, beautiful visual to watch. And it does mesh with the album cover very well. What will the future bring? I would anticipate because, well, Divisions, you think back to how that was marketed. I can't speak for Vessels and Transmissions because I wasn't covering it back that time, so I don't remember it as well as I do with Divisions. But Divisions got about 4 tracks in anticipation before the album dropped. We've got about a month to go. I'd say, if we're keeping consistency, I would say one more track probably midway. I'd say the week of... Here, let me pull my calendar. Okay, October 22nd. Okay. I'm going to say the week of the 8th. or I guess the 7th, because these are debuting on Thursdays. I would say the week of the 7th or the 14th at the very latest. I think we'll probably get another track. There's enough time for that. And they did 4 last time, but so far the 3 tracks we've heard from Horizons sound excellent. This is good. I love Leaving This World Behind. And again, it's like, I sort of hear this like amalgam between Everglow, and maybe more so in the lyrics, but Echo as well. But it just feels like, again, it feels like we're going back to the Vessel's roots, and maybe the Transmission roots with more of the rock emphasis, with maybe some of the softness of... Well, this one actually felt more brash to me. I noticed a little more with the Breach in terms of the pop edge, just a little bit. But this one definitely felt like we're going back, and that's nice. Plus, Dustin's range has really gotten good. I'm very impressed. The high-pitched notes, beautiful. The guy's voice is... I love Starset. Well, you know, I also love Downplay and M&Q, and I love anything Dustin Bates touches. Starset, though. Oh, what are your guys' thoughts with Leaving This World Behind? Let me know down below. Don't forget about that stuff, like, subscribing, and sharing that bell. If we do get more in the future for Starset, of course I will cover it. I would anticipate, like I said, maybe the week of the 7th or the 14th at the latest. We're probably going to get another song, I would imagine. We'll see. We'll see what time brings. But if we're keeping up patterns and consistency, even though that song did not have patterns. Well, I mean, it did, but it decided to vary it midway, and I love that. Oh. Feel free to let me know your thoughts are down below, like I said. Until we get to listen to more Starset music in the future, whether that's on this album, maybe even into, you know, in worlds beyond. Does that fit in the worlds that we've left behind to venture for? I will see you guys at one point. That was me. For now, thanks for watching this video. I love you guys. Don't love so your fellow man. God bless and peace.